To this Pro Farmer Harvest Report powered by the Farmobile Index. Jason Taji. How are you, Jason?
I'm really good. How are you, Chip?
Good, good, good. I'm not even going to ask if you knew how many letters there were. I know the answer to that, and that is yes. So,
I learned on this call.
Learn something new every day. Yeah, got to keep learning. And what we are continuing to learn, even as this harvest comes in, Jason, like we said in the news, as of Sunday, 72% of the U.S. corn crop harvested, 83% of the bean crop harvested. So here it comes. We're getting down to it with some solid numbers. And we've still got a problem right in the middle of the country with Iowa and Missouri on these corn yields, man. What's going on?
Yeah, I think Iowa, Missouri, and I'm even starting, to look at Nebraska. And when you look, I don't know exactly, and you're the one to ask this question, how are they factoring in what we're going to have for harvested acres in Iowa right now? Yeah. What counts as a harvested acre versus a insurance acre? Do you know what their estimates are right now?
Well, they've taken a bunch off it, Brian. 500,000 off of Iowa or something like that. Is that right?
Yeah, I think that's the number on the resurvey. The total for the United States for corn, just a second here while I pull this up so I don't get it wrong, but is 82.5 million for harvested area.
Right.
So I think in Iowa we're still seeing we're seeing it quite a bit off of what the USDA's estimate was of 186. We're seeing it come up a little bit, but we're still in the mid 150s right now, and so there's a pile of corn there that we need to find, I think. And basis is kind of telling us that that could be real. I think if you look at basis across Nebraska and Iowa and even into central Illinois, you're seeing a lot of flat to really aggressive basis, and you're seeing a lot of $4 cash corn to ship through the end of the year, and that's pretty unique.
Right, absolutely. I do know this, Jason. I was freaked out last week when I was seeing videos of on Twitter of in one field they were harvesting 195 or 200 bushel corn. On the other side of the fence, they were disking under corn that they thought they were going to get a chance to harvest. So what that final number is going to be, it's still a moving target, isn't it, Beej?
Yeah, I think it is. I mean, I think they've caught the bulk of the harvested acreage decline there. Obviously, they made two revisions down. One was in Iowa on the resurvey that they did after the August report, and the second one was the national one where they incorporated the FSA data in October here. So, yeah. That catches the bulk of it. There may be some additional downward revisions, but that should catch the bulk of it, I think.
Gotcha. Okay, Jason, take me up north in the middle of the belt to Minnesota. Still some pretty doggone good results coming out of there.
Yeah, Minnesota's looking really good. We're seeing Minnesota right now at about a 198 coming in, and so that's a couple bushels under what USDA's projection was, but you're also seeing, a minus 40 basis up there as well. So the market is really, kind of doing its job here by telling us where it needs the corn.
I love that. I love that you're putting the data that you're bringing in with another data source, that being the basis, telling us about what is happening. So with that being the case, Jason, kind of sum up the western, everything west of the Mississippi as far as soybeans go.
Everything in soybeans, no matter where we're looking, is, I would say the west isn't quite as good as the east, but everything right now in beans is at or above USDA projections, and it seems like the east maybe got a little bit better weather there towards the end, but everything in the west looks to be, Iowa's coming in right at kind of projections, maybe a few bushels above. Minnesota's coming in a few bushels above. Nebraska's right on. So, it's really the east where we see kind of, I'm going to say, Illinois and Indiana having some better numbers coming in, low 70s that we're seeing come in right now versus a 60 USDA average.
Okay. Let's wrap up our corn conversation here quick and take us east of the Mississippi because it's kind of been a bright spot.
Yeah, and I think Indiana, Illinois, even Ohio's coming in fairly decent now. I think we're starting to see all of that. It looks like they got the weather that may have missed the West for sure, but it looks like a fairly decent numbers coming in here from a yield perspective, and prices are pretty good. So just as long as you didn't sell it all already.
Yeah. Yeah. So here we are, Beej. We've got a lot of the corn crop harvested, a lot of the bean crop harvested. Are these things coming in kind of meeting your expectations?
Well, in some of the states, yeah, Jason touched on it. I think the Iowa number, Missouri number, Nebraska, especially on those three on corn. I think a large part of it is the producers and where they're located, based on those that use the Farmobile puck in their combines.
Yeah. What do you think there, Beej? You got to take another bushel off that national average corn yield?
Well, I do think that we will come down a little bit, some. And our post-crop tour estimate from Pro Farmer was 177.5, and I feel pretty good about that right now, to be honest with you.
Absolutely. You should. Jason, good work, man. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Have a great week.
Yep, Jason Taji, CEO of Farmobile. Beej, we'll talk to you later. That's Brian Grady, editor of Pro Farmer. All right, thanks for listening today. You got to come back tomorrow morning. Paul Neiffer, Clifton Lawson Allen is answering the what does the Biden tax plan do to my bottom line?